Welcome everybody to the news/opinions video that I always do. Everything has my opinion, so take it as you will. Hate it or love it, I'm still gonna be here, still gonna be giving my opinions, and still gonna be doing my video. Nijisanji's upper management, the ones in charge, are utter garbage. I've always said this, and I always will. But saying that, the livers can have various W's, and this is one of them. Elira and Enna, of course, they both have their controversies, they both have their stuff. I'm not a fan of either of them, I'll just be outright and say that. But as a VTuber, when another VTuber has a W, I will take it as a W. I won't be super hate, crazy type of stuff. So what am I talking about? The encounter. You know, the encounters that they have every month, I think it's every month or so, where they have a famous composer come in, create a song for their talents, and two talents do a duet in it. This time it's Enna and Elira. Their song slaps. Their song's actually pretty darn good because the composer is a famous composer again. And I'll show it to you.
That the world can be like a broken symphony, and you lose your grasp on mine. Kites in the sky. After the evening dusk.
So yeah, I can only show you little pieces, little bits and pieces. I can show you a little bit more of the actual animations as I talk over it, but the actual pieces, I can't actually show you too much because it is a famous composer. They usually end up getting it copywritten. So this is a good win for them. It's always good for the VTubers to get supported. I've always said this too, hater or lover, Enna has a really good singing voice. She does. She absolutely does. She is a good singer. That is one thing that she's always had. She's always had that amazing voice. So I will give her that. Like I said, I have my issues with management. The livers, as long as they correct their mistakes and they move forward in a positive light, I do not see them as something negative. But if they don't, well, then I'll continue to criticize them. From what it looks like, they really enjoyed this. They really had fun with this. The composer themselves did a really great job of it. The animators, the people who are creating the music video, did a really great job at this. They were paid hopefully well enough. But yeah, this is a rare Niji, of course. After listening, I can say that I agree. It was a really good song, though I wouldn't like Niji's music anymore, but I guess I was wrong. Of course, they will pay for Black Stream member and her click. The click rat has always been BS, like with a dozen holes in it. There's no hard evidence confirming the click rats, whether the fact that Enna, who by all means would be a powerful click member if it was true, has been going through the same SX members went through. So yeah, people are saying that the click isn't really real. A lot of people will still believe the click is real. It's fine. I don't have anything against people believing if it's real or not. But whether it's click or not, remember the encounter thing has also had Rosumi, has had other people who aren't necessarily a part of the click. The encounter thing has been something that's been going on for several months now. I'm just trying to be someone who is objective, even though I absolutely despise the management. Remember, it's always the management, never the VTubers. Despise the management of Nijisanji. Something that I was waiting for, of course, Sayu already posted the reference sheet on her Noah design on her site. She did earlier the week. On the actual, because Sayu has her own site where she sells her own merch and all that kind of stuff. She already had that there. Did earlier this week, just forgot to post about it. This is her Noah figure. As I had, mentioned, it's the one on the very right of the banner of Noah Talents for their, I believe it's Primordia, I believe it's called. Its beta sketch is down on the left, and here is, she did mention that she was going to stay Sayu herself. She was still going to stay very much cyber. She was going to be a cyber person. This is kind of a new debut of outfit design, etc. As you can see, there's certain areas of her that were buffed. Of course, as you can see, certain areas were buffed, and it is absolutely something that people will find interesting, the buffs that she has there. So I do appreciate that she put it out there. Her ears are there. Very cute. Very well done. Since when is Sayu boing? Someone has seen her swimsuit outfit. Those hips are making me feel things. No longer flat. People are saying what I was saying before. She's only changing to a new model, or will she be going under a new name as well? New model, although she has full use of all her models too. Her VTuber identity stays the same. I like this character development. Development, yes. Holy effing sex, goddamn. That buff though. Now we know Noah offered her to get her degree. Would people like, yeah, kind of fitting. Like, why the redesign? Kind of fitting to have a collar since she's enslaved by another black company. Why the redesign? I'm guessing this is a requirement compromise for joining and being able to keep her IP. I have to see it in action, of course, but right now it feels like a downgrade. Didn't post it there. Would she actually get it? Never mind. Let's see what happened. She looks cool. Holy S. Very good. Very nice to see this posted. Very nice to see the alpha forms and her final form, which we saw on the Noah Talents banner. You go to Noah Talents on their Twitter. You see it on the banner on the top. That's her. At least her face. We have another Shiro, a songwriter for hire, who is a Utaite, 26-year-old Utaite mixer songwriter. Utaite is like a Japanese singer, songwriter, etc. They have been doing a lot of things. They're preparing for concerts, things like that. But they have a VSinger who keeps popping up in the feed, and 99% sure their covers are all AI generated. Don't want to publicly accuse them if wrong, but it just doesn't sit right with me. And they ended up doing this thing here. Is stealing covers, an AI VSinger pumping out covers using stolen work of others. Threat collates evidence I found to make community aware of what she's doing. This is Chi, a VSinger. A person's been popping up on my feed for the past few weeks, and I have to admit, when I first saw her short covers, I thought she was human, but listened to her voice and noticed artifacts and strange things about her that led me to believe she was using AI. Either AI or auto-tune or something like that. Believe she's using RVC by ripping the vocals from other people's covers and making her AI voice model sing exactly like the vocalist from the stolen cover does. Here's a snippet from her cover of Mo Chaka Fire. That is very good AI, if very true. It's very good AI. I would not have caught it. I, in my mind, would not have caught it. Here's an amazing Kokulu Genjin's cover. The person she stole from is this one here. For the record, I love this person's voice, Low Range Queen. So that's who they copied it from directly. So they're showing receipts. Notice that both Chi and Kokulu's covers are the same key, although they're both different original Issei songs sings in it. Also very interesting, Chi uses the exact same inflections as Kokulu in every single note. From examples, 10 the clip Chi does the same vocal hic of Egao as Kokulu does at 39. Chi's the pull is breathy like Kokulu does at 41. The breathy one is a little bit less problematic. I've heard like Toa do some breathy in tones, like taking in, that type of stuff. It could be something that they like and they wanted to copy. But the exact same inflections is not right. Vocal performance literally 1-to-1. Could pick out every stylistic choice Kokulu makes, and she also happens to make. So it would be boring, so she doesn't do it. Also interesting to note in this line, this person doesn't do it. Kokulu photo illustration. Also interesting to note, please do not use my sound source in other videos. Unauthorized production prohibited. Cheese is using that. Cheese newest cover of Whisper, 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 and here's the cover she stole Make It By right here. So let's see both right now, real quick. Let's see if it's the same one. So it's very similar, very similar. You can hear all the little runs exactly the same as 17, 21, even does the same on Akuma 23. Again, this is 1-to-1 with stolen cover. You can even hear Chi cutting out at 122 due to presumably the heavy reverb Ray uses there. There's a lot of other factors here that make me suspicious. To conclude, I hope evidence here provided shows you that at least 2 of her covers are undeniably stolen, but 100% sure her other covers are stolen from others with the AI. Now, there is a possibility of, you know, when people sing, of liking the inflections that someone does. Like, I've done that when it comes to Toa. I've done it my own way, of course, but Toa from Hololive. But I'm not a good singer, etc. I'm not using AI, obviously. But the songs should be in your own voice, in your own tone, in everything, if you want to be respected. This is not good, and this is why I'm covering it. Aoi Sakura got featured in Signator. Signators, I think it's Signator. Congratulations, this is the only part 1 of the interview. Part 2 is coming 2 days later. Signator is a media channel who focuses on personalities in the gaming esports sphere, physical gaming streamers as well as virtual gaming VTubers alike. And Visuo Benny Yakumo has been a regular co-host for its bi-weekly esports podcast show, Midnight Double Peak. And here is what they have here. She had her moment in the sun, as you can tell.
突然ですね。
もうね恒例の質問なんですけど、はい。
年末にライブがあるんですけど、
はい。
そのライブに向けての準備と日々の配信で忙しくしてます。
結構準備忙しいんじゃないですか？
あ、そうなんですよ。セットのやつとか、曲決めたりとか、それの練習だったりとか、忙しいです。
So right there, she's talking about she used to be Yuuki Chihiro. She's Aoi Sakura now, and she started Reborn when she's doing her concert recently. She's gonna be doing a concert. She's talking about all the preparation she has for that.
やってたんですけど、まだ始めたばっかでレベル多分10何歩とかなんですけど、
はい。
やっぱりカードを自分でも開けれるんで、ガチャ大好き民としてはそこが多分
talking about the game she likes here, other things, you know, the
配
regular
信してるけ
stuff.
ど、多分配信外でやるなら何も考えずに多分黙々とずーっと虚無
配信外で整地するのもかなり虚無。
Again, talking about her other things. You know, they talk about a lot of different things about, you know, what she does as a content creator, how she does her stuff, how she's creating her concert, what game she likes playing, just a interview of her and herself, and giving her the full respect she deserves. I love it when agencies do this. I love it when news places do this, of giving the full respect to VTubers. As you know, a lot of people in the quote-unquote normie sphere don't really do that. Hoshimachi Suisei's live tour at Super Saitama Arena, or Saitama Super Arena, is coming very, very soon. The tickets are here. For the front arena, 12,000 yen, is about $100 or so. Our rear arena, about 80 bucks, and about 70 bucks for that. The 1F is the place where I would absolutely want to be, right there in the front arena area, and it is going to be 11/14 Saitama Super Arena, so it is really, really soon. Wanted to let you guys know about it. Of course, there's going to be streaming tickets too. There's always going to be streaming tickets. The lotteries are already done. General sales, streaming tickets here for 15,000 yen for the 3-day streaming pass. So it may seem like a lot. It's like 100 something bucks. It may seem like a lot, but it's 3 days. So it's about 30 bucks a day, 35 bucks a day, let's say. Let's say about 35, 36 bucks a day. So that is not too bad. It's from SPWN or Zyko. I would trust SPWN a little bit more, but Zyko is another one that you could do. And of course, if you want to see it, it's going to be amazing. I know Hoshimachi Suisei always does amazing things. Digital message boards are up now for viewing. Find all supported fan messages now posted on the concert website. They'll be shown to stream and at the venue. Spectra of Nova, and here, you know, Hololive Joy Sound, all those are going to be the ones responsible for it. Joy Sound and everything are going to be helping with the sound quality and the streaming services and things like that. Zyko does accept PayPal, so if you can only do PayPal, then that's fine. I think SPWN might as well, but if it doesn't, then you can use Zyko to pay for it. So just letting you guys know, because I know some of you guys are Hololive fans, and it would be a shame if you guys missed it. So just want to give you guys a little bit of a reminder. And of course, with that comes them mentioning that, you know, Suisei and others are going to be here at the standees and other places like that at the Hololive store that's going to be happening, official shop in Tokyo Station. So Suisei, along with others, are going to be there, and they are going to be available for you to buy if you are in the Japanese region, if you are in the Tokyo region. Of course, I'm not, so I can just hope that I get it somewhere. A bit of an update to a story I did about Suisei having her concert tour going on in Japan right now. Tens of thousands of people have been to tons of music festivals here with big name artists. Doesn't feel any different than that. A big win. So a lot of people are going there for a VTuber concert for Suisei. As you all know by now, I'm a big fan of Suisei. If you didn't know, I'm a big fan of Suisei. Why? She literally came from the bottom to the top. She created her own design, her own model. She created, rigged it, learned how to do it, all that kind of stuff herself. Created her community. Was dogged in her attempts to get into Hololive and other agencies. Hololive finally accepted her. The reason why Hololive didn't accept her before is because they were going to give, Hololive always gives you your model. It gives you a model. She didn't want that. She wanted to come in with her community, with her model. She didn't want to lose her community. She was dogged on that. I think it took her 2 or 3 tries. She finally got in, but they said, okay, we can only do this if you get into Inanaka Music, which was with Azuki. She got in there. She started off not so good. She did a lot better. She was going to give up. Ah-chan came to rescue her. It came to the rescue, was like, come into Hololive. If it doesn't work here, then yes, you can graduate. It worked really great. She pushed all her, because she wasn't getting support. She wasn't getting any kind of, she had to do her own music videos. She had to do her own recordings. She had to do her own music mixing, all that kind of stuff. Now she has Hololive supporting her, and look where she is now. Look at this. This is amazing to see this for her. It makes me emotional as a Suisei fan to see this, because look at this. Look at the inside of this person posted here. It is full. It is a arena. It is big news, big stuff. That is what Suisei did, of course, but she would not have been able to go that high, I don't think, as easily as she has been able to, as closely, because it wasn't easy. My bad words. It wasn't easy. It was really hard for her to get to there because she took all of her determination, 100% Suisei's work. But Hololive is the one that can get you into those big venues, get them set up, pay for them, all that kind of stuff, because it's very expensive to pay for this. But very glad. Of course, you can still buy the tickets, as I mentioned in the other video that I made. You can still get the tickets. You can still buy them. You can still enjoy them. You can still enjoy her concert streaming if you're over here in the States. All that information was in the previous one, as I mentioned before. To end the concert announcement, Suisei live at Budokan, which is I'm also going to cover in another section. They helped her dreams come true. Look at this. All there with Suisei Blue. All Suisei Blue, all everywhere. You can see that. It's amazing. I'm sure she was very emotional for this. I'm sure that it was like, wow, this is where she came. I remember her father, who is, you know, typical Asian dad, was like, her father's told her specifically, this is one little story I always like telling. Her father called her and told her, you know how I only respect people who come from the bottom to the top, who start from the bottom and work their way all the way up. And she said, I'm very proud of you. You did this yourself. I saw everything that you did. Basically seeing how she did everything. I'm very proud of you. I respect you for everything that you've done. And for an Asian person, from what I know from my Asian friends, that is a big thing. From a very conservative father who only respects people to come from the bottom to the top, that is a humongous thing to have happen. And that is something that I always like to put out there because it's always very, very nice to see. And of course, as I mentioned in the previous ones, here the lottery tickets are done. Most of the tickets are sold out. We can still get streaming tickets if you want to, and probably get scalped stuff there. But it's always nice to see Suisei and others have successes in whatever agency they're a part of. This one is going to be as quick as I usually do it, which means about 2 minutes or so. Some photos of the upcoming Holo merch store Tokyo Station from Best Girl himself. So this is Yagoo taking photos of everything here. The Tokyo pop-up store, or the shop for Hololive, inside the Tokyo Station. They're setting everything up. And it says, of course, the Aussie and her plush is upside down. Yes, she's going to be upside down. Where is she? There we go. They did it on purpose because she's an Aussie. that is a ongoing meme inside of Bay's whole thing. She's upside down because she's Australian, of course. Remind us, this man was teased by Niji livers, hated by Niji sisters, most of all, demanded by a dumbass to investor to step down. Yagoo never ceases to impress me. Sometimes feel he's younger than 50. That poster with the autographs of Holo members is what I want. That's the most valuable item in the shop. This Wawa 3D acrylic stand is taunting me. The final EN one I'm missing from the series, and it's been sold out on KeyJack for a while now. Just seeing the fandom keychains filled me with joy. So yeah, they have fandom keychains. They have the Kiara standees. They have all the other standees there. They have all of them there. And some people really want to collect all of them. And here we have, of course, the Best Girl also showing support for the new gen in the pop-up shop. He actually went into the pop-up shop that they have for them. Went a little earlier. These are things that I like showing because this is how a CEO should be, showing public support for everything that gets done. CEO actually cares about his talents. Got the sense that he does a lot of his business intuitively. He flew to LA and was seen at the game, also Anime Expo, wandering the booths, sticking close to the new things covers, trying. Taneo can judge for himself how well it is working. He's a CEO with the mindset of dutiful middle manager who tours the factory floor instead of blindly trusting emails and written reports. Yeah, I think he's very old school in that way. If you're a real nerd with a lot of money, wouldn't you want to visit these events yourself? And he even takes his fair share of time to even get there. And of course, this is from Tanigo, Motoaki Tanigo, which is Yagoo, his actual Twitter. Of course, making sure that I get the sources, as I always do. And it is absolutely amazing to see this. And I'm glad that he's able to do this and that he is that type of CEO. Professor Lando, a person who used to be part of the Blue Dorito Company, is now going to be doing VTuber stuff. They had been doing stuff IRL for a bit because they wanted to figure out what they were going to be doing, but they decided to do a VTuber. Hello, students and faculty. I would like to serve as my official announcement that I'll be streaming and creating content as my VTuber, the secret agent Caspurr Cataccini. I would love to engage with my friends, peers, viewers, and random Twitter mutuals I've never interacted with as my VTuber. So I would thank anyone who would like to follow me there. I have been creating content for over 15 years since I was in high school. I've done sketch comedy, animations, webcomics, Tumblr, anime parodies, art commissions. I've been lucky and had success in all of those mediums, but nothing has ever scratched my creative itch like the VTuber medium has. It is profoundly special in application, and I'm continuously surprised by what creators are doing in the space. I hope to apply and grow my skills and prove my mettle against the most talented people I've been lucky enough to meet and talk to and learn from. There's a lot more I would like to say and announce we head into 2025, but for now I wanted to start with this. Thank you. For those curious, Caspurr Cataccini, which is going to be this person here. This one, Caspurr. A lot of us already know about Caspurr. A lot of us already know that they had been, doing stuff here and there. They've been talking. They've done little things here and there. But of course, we hadn't seen them before. But of course, this is this person here, who they used to be. Again, it is, for those who don't know, since he's no longer part of that company. But remember, if you find him again, thanks to me, don't go like, oh my god, for the person, his name is Magni. He used to be Magni of Hollow Stars. But if you go and see him as Caspurr or as Professor Lando, remember, pure respect and just, the way it should be. Do not go and mention their previous life. Same thing when I mentioned Sana and mention other people. Do not go and mention their previous life. Do not go for them. You can go with them because you know now that their previous life was that, but don't go and, it's just rude. It's just rude to mention their previous life. If they are as Caspurr, call them as Caspurr. If you're watching them as Professor Lando, call them Professor Lando. Don't go and call them all the other stuff. Just a recommendation for me. Shylily has another big success that's popped up. Let me investigate. I must see. Thank you, Nikke Ien, for including me in your escape room. This was amazing. Nikke's second anniversary. Of course, we've seen it doing a second anniversary. Cinderella is one of the people you can get. She's really good for DPS. So let's see right here.
We have Cinderella's, it appears to be her boobs. Where do these go?
Her boobs? Maybe on. Wait, I need to investigate. I need to wait. You have Cinderella's boobs? I must see for myself.
We have Cinderella's, it appears to be her boobs.
So she got included in this whole thing, of course. Other big creators were involved in this whole thing as well, but she was involved virtually, where the camera was and everything. She was involved virtually in there, which is amazing for her. A big success. Congratulations, Shylily, for this. All the hard work she's done is working co-investigator with you. You were in an escape room. I must investigate. Interesting. I was good watch too. All fun, start to finish. Titillating development. Fair play to Tectone for keeping abreast of the situation. That was Tectone, of course, talking about the boobs. Cinderella is well endowed, of course, as all Nikke's seem to be, in one way or another. Either down below or up above, they're endowed, and that's just one way that it works. But I'm very glad that Shylily, through all of her hard work, has been getting these wonderful wins. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of all shapes, sizes, forms, and everything in between. Today, we're talking about BossyMoon, Guy Fieri Enjoyer, boss of Blue Moon Wolfgang, who also has a YouTube and a Twitch, which of course I always will go and show you guys. This is their schedule, the recent schedule here, all the way up to the 17th of November, where they're going to be doing Crusader Kings, Monster Hunter World, Civilization 6, that type of thing. So here is their YouTube channel, where they have upcoming live streams, things that are been planned. They also have past live streams here, so they also have their VODs put here, which is a good idea because Twitch doesn't really do very well for that. And then you have created playlists that they have. You have some shorts that they put out there. They're creating all different types of content, but they're primarily a live streamer, kind of like myself and others. And their about section says, a boss of Blue Moon Wolfgang, evil plus lore brainrotted. It says, as Shakespeare once said, bait till we fall, slay till we lay. Name Bossy, height 165, Taurus, the boss, not stinky. They're not stinky. Well, they are stinky, according to what they're saying. Saying here, not is been crossed out, so they are stinky, according to them. And here is one of their things, of course, as I always like to do.
Yes! I need my box! I need my shouting box!
She has a shouting box. She has a shouting box. Dark Souls. This is Dark Souls. I can definitely understand that. I can definitely understand that frustration. Dark Souls is, oh my god. Most Dark Souls games, I am like, I'm Bloodborne, I haven't tried yet, but Dark Souls, most of Dark Souls, I'm really bad at. The only Souls-like game, the only Souls-based game that I was good at, that I was okay with, was Elden Ring, and even that one I sucked really bad at, but I was able to pass. Thank you so much, BossyMoon, for letting me showcase you on my channel. I thank you so much, and I do hope that this helps you grow, or at least gets you more eyes on your channel. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news, or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.